Speaking to feedback scores, I have 100% positive feedback, and I have 349 feedback on my eBay store. Hey everyone, welcome back for another week. We're covering a lot of what's sold here because our sales have been up this week so far. And we're also going to talk a little bit about feedback and when to leave it. Let's start off by talking about what we got in our very first estate sale of the year. So yesterday we actually went to our first estate sale of the year and did our first sourcing of the year. I know. It's the end of February and we're just starting sourcing, but I've had a ton of stuff I'm sitting on. I've been working through Death Pile. It's been going pretty well. But I want to show you what I got. Now this estate sale I was at was a $10 fill-a-bag. So they had brown paper bags, you fill it up, whatever fits in it, $10, done deal. All of this, $10 total. All right, inside this little pouch is a TaylorMade torque wrench. TaylorMade is a golf brand. They started making driver heads that you could adjust the loft and lie on manually on your own, which was a pretty cool thing at the time. Anyway, this torque wrench itself, $5 to $10. I picked up this Lamp Magic timer, dimmer, plug thing. No sold comps, but it fit in the bag. Figured I could give it a try. I got these Visiball glasses. These guys are to find your golf ball easier on the golf course. Also fit in the bag. I picked up this battery just because I needed one, but the interesting part about this is that this battery alone at the store is like $7. So this is already making up 70% of my spending just in a need that I had. So really this all is great find since it all fit in the bag for $10 total. We got this Wonder Wax. This guy should sell for about $10 plus shipping. And we got this vintage tested and working hand mixer. I was gonna say blender, but hand mixer. This guy, sold comps are a little all over the map, but I'm gonna try it at $20 plus shipping and see what happens. Now, if all that stuff isn't good enough, we have one more find that fit in the bag. It's this guy. So this is a swing weight scale. Swing weight scales are used in golf shops, and some people decide to buy them for themselves, and it's to measure the weight of a golf club based on a balance point. So you put your golf club on there, and it measures the swing weight, and swing weights are measured in alphanumeric scales. So say A1, B1, so on and so forth, all sorts of good stuff. But either way, it fit in the $10 bag. That thing there, that swing weight scale, sells for on average about $150. So there's two things I can do with that swing weight scale. The first one is that I don't sell it and I sell everything else. Now, might not make a lot of sense. Mike, it's $150, yada, yada, yada. However, all the other stuff that was in that bag, I'm easily gonna multiply my initial $10 investment by 6-7 times after everything's said and done. That swing weight scale though, if I choose to not sell it, which again I could, easily $150, especially because today is really like the unofficial kickoff of golf season. But if I don't sell it, I'm looking into seeing if I could locally market to do swing weight measurements for local golfers. A typical shop will charge $8 per club to do this. When doing a swing weight, it's actually quite cheap. I could say, hey, bring over your bag. You can knock out a bag for measuring swing weights in 10 minutes. I mean, really, it's really fast. And so I'm wondering if it'd be worth to keep and do a little something on my garage for the summer, see what kind of profit I could turn. I don't know, I'm gonna look into it over the next week and I'll update you guys on what's going on. Maybe later in this video, maybe in next week's video, I'm not sure yet. Hey everybody, it's Monday, February 28th. We got a sale overnight, so here it is. All right, here's what we sold. This is actually a Bearstein. It's pre-packaged because it's fragile and I have a lot of my fragile stuff pre-packaged. But it's in a 9x6x6 box, weighs nearly 2 pounds, and it's gonna ship out priority mail. Something else important to note about when you're shipping in boxes that are not ones that you purchase from the store or perfectly clean, is you cover up things like those barcodes and remove any other types of labels. It doesn't matter if this Amazon Prime shipping tape is on there, that's all fine and dandy, but specifically those barcodes, make sure they're all covered up. You know what I'll use to cover those up are things like fragile stickers for something like this, or maybe those priority mail stickers you can get for free from USPS. Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, March 1st, 2 sales, here they are. First up, who says Christmas isn't year-round? Most magical time of the year. Sold this Lamex Christmas Village figurine last night while I was doing my TikTok live. Sold for $12 plus calculated shipping. And I'm sure no surprises here. Another stuffed animal, 12-inch tall Tigger plush. This one, I believe, is no, it's just Disney branded, not Kohl's Cares. I thought it was Kohl's Cares, but it is Disney branded. We're gonna polybag this guy and send it on out. Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, March 3rd. We had a couple sales today. Here they are. First up, no big surprise here, stuffed animal. This is a snowflake plush. I had no idea what this would be worth, but when I looked it up, I was pleasantly surprised. $25 plus shipping. That's the going rate. That's what I listed for, and that's what it sold for. Very happy. And next up is this Burt's Bees Sugar Scrub. I bought this at a garage sale that was next door to the good garage sale. I got this along with 3 other items for a total of $1. So this cost me 25 cents and I sold it for $10 plus calculated shipping. It's an 8-ounce jar. It should still go out under a pound, even with the packaging and everything that I'll put it in. I'm imagining it'll be right around a pound. Buyer paid calculated shipping. You know, something that I've come around to keeping an eye out for, which I'm sure a lot of you already know, are beauty products. And when I consider beauty, I mean like cosmetics as well, or toiletries for that matter. One thing I really suggest keeping an eye out for is not just like Burt's Bees and whatnot, because obviously it can sell, but would actually be deodorant. And not just any deodorant. I would say natural deodorant, meaning nitrate-free. Or an example of a brand being Native. Actually, that is the name of the brand, Native. Typically, you'll find these in stores for $10 to $12 a stick. If you can find them for even $2 at a garage sale, you'll easily flip them for $8 a piece. You can lot them up and sell them real easy. They'll probably sit for a total of a month tops. Hey everyone, it's Friday, March 4th. We got a sale overnight, so we're packing it up so it can go out with the other 2 I just showed you. And here's what's sold. It's this pacifier. So most people pronounce this Chico. It's actually Kiko. And it's called Natural Fit. This is actually an item I listed about a couple years ago. We were going through the closet of things for my son. We never opened it. It's completely unused. You know, there's just certain things with your kids you just know that you're not going to utilize. I decided to use it as an item to list. It's been listed for a long time at $3 plus calculated shipping. Sent a buyer an offer last night for $2.75. They accepted. It's going on out. Buyer's paying like $5 and some change for shipping. So real easy. We're going to throw a little layer of bubble wrap around that, put it in a poly bubble mailer, and send it on out. We got another one. And of course, it's a stuffed animal. This is a Disney plush. This is Hank the Octopus from Finding Nemo. It's a big one, 17 inches across, stands about 8 inches tall. Sold this guy for $15 whole plus calculated shipping. So let's talk for a second about feedback. Now, the reason this is coming up is because I was talking about it over on TikTok. I thought it was an interesting subject. Now, speaking to feedback scores, I have 100% positive feedback, and I have 349 feedback on my eBay store. Now, the question that I pose is, when do you leave feedback? Now, for me, I leave feedback once the item is delivered, because to me, I feel like at that point, the transaction for me is essentially complete. Your item is in your hands, it's delivered. Whether it turns into a return or some sort of problem or whatever, it doesn't really matter at that point. You paid on time. I'm sending you your feedback. This is my review of our transaction so far. And yeah, sure, I'm risking it if a buyer decides to be rude or mean or return or whatever, but that's aside the point. We are just trying to get the feedback out there, get the responses back, because you want to build your feedback score, but you also want to do right by the buyer, and that's part of the deal. I know other folks, as soon as they get the sale, they have it automated to send feedback before they even ship the item. Some folks do it when they ship it. Other people do it how I used to do it, where you wait 30 days after the item is bought so that you know you're not getting a return. It doesn't eliminate the idea of negative feedback, but it does eliminate the return factor there. There's a ton of different ways you could do it, but that's how I do it. Once it's delivered, I leave the feedback. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you do with feedback. But we got 2 more here. Let's take a look. All right, so up first is this Nanco duck plush. It's brand new with the tags on. I had it listed for $7. Somebody started watching it. I sent out an offer for $6. They countered with $5. I said okay, because honestly, I wasn't sure I was going to sell otherwise. There were no comps on this. I was just happy to get rid of it. So $5 plus calculated shipping, poly bag, and gone. The next one up is pretty cool because it's the biggest sale we've had all year. Not that it's saying too much because it's only March 4th, but it's still the biggest sale we've had so far this year. Let's take a look. So it's inside this box right here, and I'm sorry about the shadows. It's all this wonderfully bad lighting. But here inside this box are some Arc Audio motorcycle speakers. They are coax speakers, and I bought these at a garage sale at the end of September last year. Now, there's a couple interesting things about this. First, they sold for $275 plus calculated shipping. The buyer's all in at about $303 and some change. Now, I paid up for these. When most people talk about paying up, they're talking like, oh, I paid $5, I paid $20. I paid $120 for these guys because they're brand new in the box. But after my shipping and my fees and all that, I'm going to just slightly over double my money. Now, the reason this is so noteworthy is essentially that's all reselling is doubling your money. A lot of the time when I'll post things, more specifically on, say, like TikTok, or talk to other folks about like reselling in general, and they ask questions. One of the big things that comes up, or that resellers will get ripped on for essentially, is, well, why are you buying something for $2 and selling it like 8 plus shipping, where you're only going to make maybe $3 or $4 on it? Well, okay, you bought it $2, but you made $4, so you tripled your money essentially at the end of the day. And that's really all it is. My real goal at the end of the day is I buy for $1 and I make $1, and I just double my money over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's it. That's until I'm satisfied, essentially. That's really what it's about. Now, when you talk about something bigger like this, nobody rips on that. Oh, it was $120, but you made $120. That's awesome. And it only took you however much time. And yeah, these sales are great, but that's why I always talk about those small sales making or breaking your month, because that's what it's all about. And you got to double your money over and over again. And honestly, these sales are great. I love the big sales. It's really satisfying. I think it's what relights the fire if it's dwindling a little bit on a lot of resellers. But for myself specifically, I would rather, instead of have one of these every day, I would rather have 10 $27.50 sales that equal $275 every single day. Because I think it's more accessible for the common buyer. But this was too good of a deal to pass up, and I'm glad that they sold right when I anticipated them selling, right as it's starting to get nice outside. So awesome stuff. All right, everybody, that's the video for the week. I hope everyone enjoyed and got something out of seeing the increase in sales. I think that's a direct result of how much more I've been listing over the last few weeks since I've been laid off. This is my job for right now, in addition to finding a new job. And so I'm really glad that I'm able to do this and help supplement any lost income that's there. But again, it's always beneficial to see what people are selling, what they're sourcing, all that good stuff, so you can keep an eye out for your own business and when you're out there sourcing. In the meantime, if you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button on the video. If you really like what you've been seeing, or you checked out some other ones, you're like, hey, I really want to know a little bit more, hit the subscribe button. It's super helpful to me. You'll get notified when there's new videos out, which I've been releasing them every Saturday here. So that's something to look forward to on your weekend. And then in addition to that, if you're not following me over on TikTok, but you're on the platform anyway, go follow me on TikTok. I put out a good 3 or 4 videos every single day. They range anywhere from 5-10 seconds all the way up to 3 minutes. So always good content there as well. It's a little bit more fun and flashy. This is a little bit more informative. But I hope everybody enjoyed. And if you have anything you want to say, leave it in the comments, especially about that feedback we were talking about. I'm really interested to read all your thoughts. Anyway, till next time, hope everybody has a lot of great luck sourcing, since garage sale season is getting started in some areas. And hopefully everybody gets a lot of really great sales. Take care. We'll talk soon.